So my son's 2007 Jeep Wrangler JK has a couple different problems with the what they call the multifunction switch. It's your turn signal switch, and I'll show you what the problem is with that, the problems that we're having, and we're going to be replacing it with this one. Now this is an aftermarket, it is not OEM, but it was highly rated, and it's about half the price of OEM, so I thought we'd give it a try. And it feels good, it appears to be just as durable. One other thing you need to know, if you order one of these for your Jeep, there's at least a couple different versions of this. If your Jeep has fog lights, you need to get the one that has the fog light option, so that whenever you pull that out, it'll turn the fog lights on. Make sure that you get the right one, otherwise you're going to be disappointed when you get it and it's not going to be the right one. So since we bought this Jeep, the interior light, dome light, would not come on with the switch here. That's supposed to turn the dome lights on, and it never has. So I'm hoping this is going to fix that problem. We've lived with that because it really isn't that big of a deal. But also, you'll notice that right now I've got the lights turned on. There's no dimming for the cluster. They just stay on bright, which is fine. You know, normally you have them on bright anyway. But the biggest problem, the reason we finally decided to fix this, or I decided to fix it, is whenever you go to put the signal on, it won't always stay up. In fact, most of the time it won't. I mean, you've got to really play with it to get it to stay. I mean, it just barely is. It's just wore out. This Jeep's got 271,000 miles, by the way. So anyone wondering how many miles you can get on a Jeep? Well, this one's got 271. So this is just annoying. Whenever you're driving and you're wanting to turn, you basically just have to hold that up most of the time. So I said enough's enough. I ordered one. We're going to replace it so he doesn't have to do that anymore. And I thought I'd kind of walk you through this. Pretty simple process. Basically, you're cracking both these shrouds loose. There's a couple screws that you're going to take loose. This right here should come off. Just unsnap that off. Just pull it. It's got little clips right here. And we're going to take this lower shroud off. I can't remember. I think there's Torx in here. Once I get the driver up there, I'll tell you what the size is. And we're going to crack this loose, and we're going to see what it's going to take to get that down. So let me get a Torx driver, and I'll come back. Okay, so what you're going to need is a T20 Torx, and you need one that's got a pretty long shank, because see how far up that goes. So you're going to need to you're going to have something that's got a skinny enough shank and long enough that'll reach up there to get these Torx out. There's one. I think I got that one. You're just going to pull it to unsnap it. It just kind of snaps. The screws hold it up tight. I'm going to take the key out. Okay, so the lower part is off. Pull the lever down so that you can pull your steering wheel down, and then pull this upper shroud off. Okay, and there's the switch right here. There's a Phillips right here. And as you can see, the switch is now loose. So there is a couple connectors. You can see there's a connector right there on top, and there's one in the back. Try to keep the other, that's good. So I'm just going to pinch the little bracket, not bracket, but the little release lever. Okay. And then same deal with this one. Pinch, pull. So there's the old one. Here's the new one. Doing this one-handed is a little bit more of a challenge. So far I've spent about 5 minutes on this. Okay, there's that one. I know I'm blocking you, but basically I'm just sticking this connector in. And there's that connector. Shove that back in. You can see where the wires, they just kind of push down in that little cubby hole there. Once you get this slid into where it goes, you can see, now hold on, it's not in right. Okay, there. See the little deal that slides in? Make sure your wires are pushed down. Light. Find the screw that fell down on the floor. Okay. Be easier, I think, to just stick it on the Alright. Now, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn the key on and see if everything is working the way it's supposed to. Okay, so we got us a dome light, front and back. We got dimming action on our cluster. And we got us turn signal that stays up and down whenever you're turning. I don't know if you can see out front there, but we got fog lights and regular lights. So it looks like everything's great. Key back off. And that's really about all you need to know at this point, because now it's just a matter of going in reverse order and putting everything back together. So, of course, the first thing is the top part of the shroud, and then the bottom part will go up there, put the 3 screws in, and then snap this lower piece back on, and you're done. All in all, someone that's never really worked a car, you should be able to do this in 15-20 minutes. So just goes to show you how easy this is. There's no reason to take this to a dealership to have this done, or a shop. Order you the multifunction lever online and do this job yourself. Save you a ton of money. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here so you don't have to watch any more, but you saw how easy that was. It's literally one screw holding the lever on and 2 connectors. You're literally taking 4 screws total out to do this job. The 3 for the lower shroud, then it breaks them apart, and then 1 screw for the multifunction lever, and then 2 connectors, and you're there. So anyway, hope that helps somebody. You guys take care.